Hey everyone, Mike here, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit that subscribe button if you like my videos, or even if you don't like them, subscribe anyway. As well as that, check out some of my other videos. I do a bunch of videos on all kinds of pop culture, and that includes TV shows, movies, games, and everything else, so please hit the subscribe button and check my stuff out. I'd really appreciate that. Today, I wanted to do a video because, as we all know, well, some of us know, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's DLC ended last week with Sora from Kingdom Hearts being the final character revealed for the game. And now that game has pretty much come to an end. Like, there are no more characters, the hype train is over, and this 4-year-long journey of trying to figure out who's going to be in the game has come to an end. So today, I wanted to actually review every newcomer, including DLC, in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, talk about them, how much they meant to me, and who I thought were the best choices and why. So let's get into it. So Inkling was the first character to be revealed in the first ever trailer for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This was actually before we even had the Everyone Is Here reveal trailer. Like, we didn't even know that everyone was coming back. We didn't really know much about Smash Ultimate at all, and Inkling was that first ever character to be revealed in that trailer that kind of teased a bunch of veteran characters returning in silhouettes, and this was our first glimpse at the new game. And it kind of was a red herring, because at first it kind of looked like just a trailer for what could have been, say, Splatoon 2 at the time. And what I'm going to say about Inkling is I'm really glad that they were included in the game. I think that it was a given that Splatoon would have some kind of representation in the newest Smash Bros. Game, because it was such an explosive series when it came out, and they didn't make it into Smash 4. So I wasn't surprised at all by Inkling being in the game, but I am glad they are there. They definitely deserve representation. They're one of the biggest characters from one of Nintendo's most lucrative new IPs, and I think that it's really important that they're in there. So this wasn't surprising by any means, but I thought it was awesome that they were the first reveal. It made so much sense. Sometimes I wonder how you can explain to someone who doesn't follow Smash Bros. Or the gaming world or knows anything about this, how much of a big deal it was for this next character to be in. Because Ridley is a character that has been desperately wanted to be in this game for a very long time, and his existence in the game, like starting as a boss battle in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I believe he was even in the opening movie for Super Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube, fighting Samus. And when people originally saw that, because that was like the teaser trailer for that game at E3, people did think Ridley was in the game. And in Smash 4, as we all know, Sakurai actually commented on Ridley not being in the game, saying essentially that Ridley was too big to be in Smash Bros, that his character just couldn't work, the modeling couldn't work, and Ridley is too big became a meme. And then this character being revealed was huge for many reasons. First of all, Ridley nearly kills Mario in it, which is awesome, and started off a trend of Mario nearly being killed in these reveal trailers by other characters. But as well as that, the actual splash screen where it said Ridley hits the big time, I think for me, that was the moment that I thought they are trying to do fan service with this game. This game is designed to include characters that have been wanted for a very long time, and that's why Sakurai did a 180 from Ridley being too big to him working perfectly in the game. I'm not a huge Metroid fan myself, but I understood the gravity of this character getting in, and I thought it was awesome. I am super glad Ridley's here. I think they're a great addition, and the trailer was phenomenal. I'm stoked about this. Okay, so I should disclaim, I'm probably not going to talk too much about Echo Fighters in this. I'm just going to talk about original new characters, but with Simon, I think Richter kind of fits into the mold anyway, so I will talk a bit about them both. Simon from Castlevania is another character that for years, like I remember being on GameSpot forums in like 2006 when people were speculating for Brawl and third-party characters were out for the first time. Like, it was finally possible. The doors open. People were suggesting so many different characters. And there were two characters that would come up again and again at that point in time: Simon Belmont and Geno. Now, unfortunately, Geno never made the cut for Smash. We know that now. It's sad and it sucks for Geno fans, but Simon being in, huge, and another massive signifier that they are doing fan service again, following on from Ridley. Like, this was like, wow, these are Ridley and Simon, these are characters that people have wanted for a very long time that just couldn't get in. And I guess with us knowing that Sora was the #1 ballot spot for Super Smash Bros. 4 in that ballot, as Sakurai explained, now it makes more sense that a lot of these characters were put in the game for this purpose. They probably all were very high ballot picks. And then to get Richter as an Echo in the exact same trailer, which again was another fantastic character reveal trailer, I just thought was absolutely awesome. No one expected like a third-party character to have an Echo at this point, I think, either, or at least I didn't. And I think it's great to have Castlevania representation. Again, not a huge series for me, but I really started to see things unfolding. I really started to think, there's a chance I'm getting who I really want in this game. And the next character to be revealed was, in fact, King K. Rool. It was at this point that I realized, yeah, my suspicions are right, they're doing fan service, because alongside Ridley and Simon, King K. Rool was always a huge character in terms of fan demand, and I think this was one of my favourite moments of the entire Smash Bros. Rollout. This character who had been dormant for so long, who just didn't seem to have a hope of ever being in a game, and the Donkey Kong series has been, I don't know, like the Returns and Tropical Freeze saga totally eliminated King K. Rool, who was a rare creation, I believe. It's a shame that he hasn't been in anything for a while, but he's a deep cut. Like, not everyone knows King K. Rool. Like, casual gamers don't necessarily know King K. Rool. Young kids don't know him. So this, again, solidified this thought in my head. They're doing fan service. That fantastic reveal trailer where King DDD is like the red herring and then K. Rool comes down, and just seeing him in this amazing HD glory was incredible. I was stoked with K. Rool, and I'm so glad he is in this game. He fits so well. The second last character for the main roster was Isabelle, who for me personally was extremely lackluster, both in reveal trailer and execution. I think a lot of people were calling for Isabelle to be in the game, and it's kind of borderline. Like, originally she was going to be an Echo of Villager, but they changed up her moveset, but she does share a lot of assets and a few moves with Villager. I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan. I didn't care much for Villager in Smash 4, but I understand that people really like this character, and I think it was really different and unique to see such a cute character amongst the characters that we had revealed before, like Ridley and K. Rool. I'm definitely not anti-Isabelle, it just didn't really speak to me at all, and the reveal trailer was just not very fun, unique, or interesting, so I didn't really care for Isabelle, but glad she's here. Incineroar is such a mixed bag for me in how I feel about him, because I play him a lot in Smash and I really like him. He's in Elite Smash for me. I think he's a great character, a really unique Pokemon, a great theme around wrestling. I love all of that about him. The main thing that upsets me about him being in the game is the fact that the lead up to Incineroar being in Smash Bros. And being revealed for Smash Bros. Was the time when a leak going around called the Grinch leak, which was saying that Banjo-Kazooie, Mac Ryder, Shadow the Hedgehog, I think the Chorus Kids, and perhaps one more character that I can't put my finger on right now, were the last 5 newcomers for Smash Bros. And this leak got wildly out of hand. Like, no one could confirm or deny it, and it became very controversial. And of course it didn't end up coming true, because we did end up getting that reveal trailer with Incineroar that slammed down all our hopes for the Grinch leak. So at the time it was disappointing for a lot of people, but retrospectively, I'm glad Incineroar's in. I think another Pokemon representative was inevitable for this game, and I think Incineroar was a great choice. A lot of people did want Decidueye to complete the, like, having Charizard, Greninja, Fire, Water, and then Decidueye being the grass, but I think I'm really happy with the theming of Incineroar, and I'm glad he's here. I am very glad we never ended up getting Cinderace, which a lot of people were theorizing could have been the last character in place of Sora, and when we did see that little fire on the ground in that final trailer, I was kind of worried Cinderace was going to come out and kick it, but I'm really happy that didn't happen. Our first DLC pick of the game was Piranha Plant, which was a huge surprise, and as Sakurai said, a bonus character that was just kind of thrown in for the fun of it. And I'm really happy with this pick. I think Piranha Plant looks so unique, plays so unique and was such a wild card character in the same way as Smash 64 kind of had Jigglypuff and Melee had Mr. Game & Watch, and Brawl, I guess you could include Rob as a wild card, and those kind of characters that I guess you could never pick. Wii Fit Trainer kind of fits with that as well. And Piranha Plant, I think, suits so well, is such a fun character and such a fun surprise that was added for free as well. I love that this character's in the game. I've played Piranha Plant a lot and I've really enjoyed playing as them. I'm glad they're here. With Joker, I've never played any of the Persona games, but I think what was really important for me about getting Joker was it really, really opened up doors. No one was calling Joker, and the reveal trailer just kind of came out of nowhere. No one picked it. It was such a surprise for me that Joker from Persona 5 was getting into the game. Like, I never could have predicted it. I didn't know much about the character, but what I realized was, okay, there are still some serious picks that could happen. And we got glimpses of this. I think when we got Cloud in Super Smash Bros. 4, I couldn't believe that. And I love Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, so I was like, wow, Cloud, I cannot believe that he is in this game. And that was the first kind of glimmer of, wow, this is something really special that's happening here. And I think Joker, while personally for me wasn't a huge character that I wanted because I barely even knew about him as a character, it was this sign of big things were coming, big collaborations with third parties were coming, and we could expect a lot from this DLC. The next two characters were revealed on the same day, interestingly, and for me, I have always wanted Banjo and Kazooie in the game. I never thought it was possible for them to be in the game, but I love that game series. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and I wanted them to be in the game so much since, like, the first game, which I believe they were very briefly considered for, as Sakurai said. But it did seem kind of hopeless with the Microsoft relationship, and it didn't seem like it was probable or possible for this to happen. But when the Grinch leak happened, I was really excited about it. I thought maybe it could happen, and more stuff kind of coming out, more collaboration between Nintendo and Microsoft. So I believe this was E3 2019 that the hero was revealed at the top of Nintendo's presentation, the Dragon Quest hero, a Square Enix character from one of Japan's biggest franchises. And again, personally to me, wasn't a huge character, but I did understand the significance of it, as well as the effort putting into having 4 different hero characters from different Dragon Quest games in Smash Bros. I thought that was a really good fit, but I can't help but feel like I was a little disappointed at this point that it was Hero when all I wanted was Banjo, and it felt like E3 was the best time to reveal Banjo if he was in the game. So my hopes were kind of dashed at this point. Except, at the end of the exact same Direct, we got the reveal trailer for Banjo and Kazooie. And this was undoubtedly the high point of the entire journey of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for me. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like, I was absolutely stunned. I did a reaction video of this. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was the best day of my life. I just thought it was phenomenal. And what I loved about this reveal is they had Hero, a huge character in the East, and also Banjo and Kazooie, a huge character in the West. And I don't know, it was just amazing that they got this to work. Again, a sign of things to come, or what could come and what could happen in Super Smash Bros. This was amazing. Banjo is my #1 character that I never thought could get in, and here we were with them in. It was incredible. Following up with Terry from King of Fighters, who was the only character who kind of leaked in a way, I believe. SMK copyright was listed on the bottom of the announcement, and people quickly realized it was going to be someone like Terry. And again, I had actually never heard of Terry. I didn't really care about this character at all, so this was definitely a downer of the entire journey for me, but I am happy that Terry is in. I really like that all these actual fighting game series, or I should say traditional fighting game series, were getting represented in Super Smash Bros. What with Ryu and Ken and then Terry. I thought that was great, and it kind of made me hopeful that maybe a Tekken character would get in, because Tekken is the only traditional fighting game that I've really played and enjoyed in my life. So I guess that's what Terry was for me. Byleth was the biggest downer of the entire journey of Smash Bros. There's no character that I dislike more. I know this is a bit of a meme, but finishing the first fighter pass, which had so many highs, Joker, Hero, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry, and then finishing it with Byleth, another Fire Emblem character. And I realize that Fire Emblem is a really popular series. I haven't played much of it, but I genuinely don't think it needs as many representatives as it has. We've got Marth, Roy, Lucina, Chrom, like that's already 2 echoes there as well as Ike, Corrin, and now Byleth. I've probably missed one. Robin's in there as well. Especially that Byleth is another anime swordsman that a lot of people complain about. I just wasn't excited at all about this, and I think a lot of people felt the same way. It was a downer after such a height, and I guess people were thinking the fighter pass was going to finish on a huge high, and then it didn't, and that sucked. But I think it is what it is now. I barely even think that Byleth is in the game. I don't count them as a character. No, I do, but yeah, I'm not super stoked about this. I think it's a kind of a stain on an amazing roster, but I can't complain. They're a unique moveset. I can't complain. I think Nintendo kind of perceived the potential for disappointment in the next character, which is why they announced that it was going to be an ARMS character in advance, so people weren't like super speculating about too wide about who it could be and were just satisfied that it was someone. But I do think an ARMS rep was inevitable in the same way that a Splatoon rep was inevitable. I think that ARMS was not as big as Splatoon, but definitely we need to remember that Super Smash Bros. Is a commercial project for Nintendo, and it is in their incentive to have characters that promote their other games, so people go and spend money on other games. In that sense, I think Min Min is a great choice, and I think her unique playstyle was really great. I'm pleased she's in there. I haven't played her too much. She's not too important of a character to me, but yeah, I am fine with her being in, and I enjoyed her reveal trailer a lot. Minecraft Steve is an interesting one because I've never played Minecraft, don't care much about this character, but I still felt the weight of this character being revealed. I think with previous collaborations with Microsoft in terms of Banjo-Kazooie, Steve is such a great choice to kind of capitalize on that partnership. And also, just the biggest independent game in the world, so many players, why would you not include this character in your game to get more and more eyes on Smash Bros, therefore more sales? And I think the uniqueness of this character and how they had to overhaul every stage just shows how much effort they were putting into these characters and how much thought. I think it's great that Steve's in the game. It's not a character for me. I don't really enjoy the playstyle, but I do think it's amazing that they're in the game. And yeah, I'm definitely not disappointed about this. I think, especially by this point after Byleth, my hopes were kind of low in a way, and I had already gotten Banjo, so I don't think I could have complained. I was happy for people who really wanted Steve who got them. I was still crossing my fingers for Crash Bandicoot, but obviously that didn't come to fruition. I think Sephiroth was the biggest shock of every character on this list. Or maybe not, but I didn't see anyone ever predicting Sephiroth, which shows how closely guarded a lot of these characters were. Like, not much of this leaked. And when it did leak, it generally leaked from Nintendo itself. With Cloud in the game and Hero in the first fighter pass, I was really doubtful that there'd be another Square Enix rep, who at the time, most people were assuming Sora, not Sephiroth. And I wonder now if Sephiroth being in the game was part of an agreement to have Sora in the game, possibly, I don't know, but this is one of the most iconic gaming villains of all time, and seeing Sephiroth go toe-to-toe with Cloud in that reveal trailer was just so epic. I think Sephiroth is such an amazing choice. I was so stoked with it. I thought it was, but I couldn't believe it. That's the main thing. I genuinely couldn't believe what I was seeing. I think Square Enix is such an amazing Japanese developer, so it makes sense that they're represented now 4 times over in this game with Cloud, Hero, Sephiroth, and of course Sora. I wasn't too stoked with Pyra and Mythra, but again, I wasn't getting disappointed after getting Banjo and Sephiroth. At this point, I was pretty stoked with the roster. I wasn't going to complain very much. Again, for the same reason as Min Min, I think it makes a lot of sense that they put Pyra and Mythra in this game. The Xenoblade franchise is a really big, growing RPG franchise for Nintendo, so I think they do want to advertise that a bit, and I think these characters are pretty unique in the way they play. One thing I do like is the transformation aspect. Ever since Zelda and Sheik got split, as well as Samus and Zero Suit Samus in Smash 4, we kind of lost that aside from the Pokemon trainer. So I think it's cool to bring back that old school mechanic of Smash that started in Melee and disappeared after Brawl. I really like Pyra and Mythra. They're great fun to play. They're really unique in the way you can transform between two different play styles, with one being faster and lighter, one being heavier and harder hitting, and yeah, I think this is a great choice. Like I said earlier, I did wonder if a Tekken character was coming, but I did think it was going to be Heihachi or even Jin. Of course, I kind of got met halfway with Kazuya, the son of Heihachi and the father of Jin. And I don't play much of Kazuya, and no one was guessing this character, so it was a surprise, but I'm really happy that he's in the game. I think Street Fighter and Tekken, to me, are the two biggest fighting games, traditional fighting games there are, so having Ryu, Ken, and Kazuya, and then of course Terry as well, I think is a great fit. I think that these traditional fighting game reps deserve a spot in Smash because it is a fighting game, and I think it's great to celebrate that. I think a character from Mortal Kombat also would have been great, but possibly too violent for Smash. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy the fact that Kazuya's here. I would have rathered Heihachi, but I think he's really unique. He plays a lot like Tekken, and it's great, again, how authentic they are to their original source. And that brings us to our final character, Sora, who again, kind of did leak actually, but I still thought it was too good to be true. I genuinely did not think this would happen, and seeing it happen totally blew my mind. And I think leaving this as the last choice was definitely the best. As we found out, he was the most requested character on the Smash ballot, so it makes a lot of sense that he got in. And yeah, I just think it's a perfect character to end on. Like, I haven't seen too many people disappointed. Like, they understand the gravity of this character, and I think ending on someone like Steve maybe would have been a bit more controversial, whereas Sora feels like a universally lovable character, and it makes a lot of sense that he's in the game. A lot of people just didn't think it was possible because of the Disney hurdle, and I think it just goes to show how much effort they did put in from the start to do fan service, getting King K. Rool, getting Ridley, getting Banjo-Kazooie again, who were hugely wanted and no one thought could happen. The same as Sora. People just didn't think he would ever happen, and here it is. So I guess those are my thoughts on all the newcomers in Smash Ultimate. I think it's an amazing game, an amazing roster. It is so sad it's over, but thank you so much, Sakurai, for putting all of this together with your team. I think it's such a testament to the gaming industry, a celebration of gaming, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it to the end, please consider subscribing, checking out some of my other Smash videos and other gaming videos in general. There's a whole playlist. Go and check it out. As well as that, give the video a thumbs up. Comment who your favorite character reveal was or who your favorite trailer was. I'd love to know. And yeah, I'll catch you in another video. See you later.
But I went to run my hand through your hair and I noticed you were attached to string. You were a puppet this whole time, you were attached to string.